Hi there, I'm John. Welcome to my channel where I share my opinion. Recently, I canceled my Xbox Game Pass subscription, which is a very huge decision to make, and I really want to talk you through why I decided to do that, and hopefully I can help you decide whether you need it. It's not like Xbox Game Pass is a horrible service or I really don't like it. It just doesn't suit me. Before we get started, I want to quickly introduce what Xbox Game Pass is, in case you don't know. Xbox Game Pass is a subscription service provided by Microsoft, allow you to access hundreds of games on their platform, and depends on the tier you subscribing, you can either have console gaming or PC gaming or both. So the subscription starts from $12 a month to $23 a month, which is the one I'm paying for because I do have Xbox console. I want to benefit from both my PC and console. Is Game Pass any good? Actually, it is. I think it's actually a very promising thing if you want to get into any kind of subscription in terms of video game. Let's take a look at some status. So Game Pass generated nearly $5 billion in annual revenue for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2025. And Xbox gaming revenue is up about 10% year to year. Content and service up around 30%, but hardware revenue is down by 22%. So most people is not choosing to buy an Xbox, but Xbox Game Pass does seem appealing to many people. As of July 2025, Game Pass had about 37 million subscribers. That's a lot. Microsoft says there are nearly 40 games in development at Xbox Game Studios. And also recently, Xbox Cloud Gaming has a huge upgrade. If you don't know, Xbox Cloud Gaming is actually included in all the tiers of subscription of Xbox Game Pass, which is something you could try out. So Xbox Cloud Gaming is about to leave beta mode and get its biggest tech upgrade since its first launch in 2020. There are new streaming options available, including 720p, 1080p, and 1440p. 1440p most likely gonna be limited to Ultimate subscribers, and also it might include some frame rate improvement. And there's a rumor about future Xbox wireless controller could connect directly to the internet over Wi-Fi, bypassing the console or device in between, which could cut down latency. It sounds very promising, but I'm not sure about the controller part. It doesn't seem like the current controller has a Wi-Fi option built in. I doubt they will provide a completely new controller for this generation of the console, but we'll see. Even if you're not having a physical Xbox console, or you don't have a very powerful PC, or even on handheld device like ROG Ally, Steam Deck, you can still experience some of the game without even downloading them. It's probably gonna run a lot smoother than run them natively in some cases, assuming the cloud service and internet is actually good. But in my personal opinion, cloud service is still not a very good option for playing any serious type of game. But we'll see, it's gonna get better over time. Okay, it seems like Xbox Game Pass is still a very promising service, at least till now. When we look at game pricing going up, Xbox Game Pass actually offer a pretty good value. Even if you're going for the most expensive tier, which is Ultimate, it's only $23 per month. Let's say if you want to buy a AAA game every month, that kind of save you some money. But of course, not all the game is gonna come into Game Pass, so that kind of can be a huge deal breaker if you play specific type of game that doesn't really include it in Game Pass. But I think we can all agree that everyone can at least get some value out of Xbox Game Pass. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Why I cancel this subscription. First of all, I don't think I'm using the full potential of this subscription. I've been subscribing to it over the past couple years. I do play some of the new games coming out from time to time, but when I think about what I played recently, I find it extremely disturbing. So the only two new games that I played and actually required Xbox Game Pass was Indiana Jones: The Great Circle and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. I know there's a lot of other games I've been playing, including Expedition 33, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, Doom: The Dark Ages. I actually purchased them, so I'm not benefiting from subscribing to the service. And also, throughout the past couple years, the only 2 games I've been playing consistently is Halo Infinite and StarCraft 2. For Halo Infinite, I mostly stick with multiplayer, which means I'm not benefit much from Xbox Game Pass subscription because the only thing you can benefit from the subscription is the campaign, which I don't really jump back into that often anyway. For StarCraft 2, it is one of the Blizzard game and included in Xbox Game Pass, so it's a good thing if you never play StarCraft 2, but since I've been owning this game since 2015, I don't really benefit from Game Pass anyway. And I'm pretty sure if you only play with multiplayer, you should be able to access it for free anyway. So I'm really not benefiting from this subscription. I did some simple calculation, and I think if I really want to get the most out of Xbox Game Pass, I need to play at least one AAA title every 2 months to get the value back, which I don't think I'm doing. And second reason I'm canceling the Xbox Game Pass is the recent discovery of my gaming habit. So I made a video about this gaming burnout thing. This kind of thing is happening between my friends and myself included. It's not fun. It's like I'm very stubborn about it because I hated to admit that I cannot enjoy video game that much anymore. Unfortunately, that's true. Recently, I've been thinking about it, and I recently even did a challenge to force myself to play video game. If you don't know about it, you can watch my previous video, which I did a challenge to play video game 4 hours a day for a week. It doesn't sound like much when you're thinking about, okay, you only play 4 hours a day. That sounds easy enough, right? That's what I thought. It's not that easy though. I still need to do workout, I still need to do daily chores, I still have social life, I still need to spend time with my girlfriend, and this is the thing, I need to force myself to play video games, and I don't really think that gave me a very healthy relationship between video game because that sacrifice a lot. I'm not doing anything other than playing video game, which is concerning because it's not benefit my career. I hate to say it, but keep trying the new game is not a very healthy way to enjoy gaming. So this leads to my next point. There are too many options of video game. What I realized is that I cannot keep chasing the fancy new releases every day because that makes me very anxious about missing out some new releases, missing out some fancy game. But that shouldn't be the case. You should just stick around and enjoy the game you're playing for as long as you want. You don't need to switch if you don't want to, but for some reason I just formed this habit of keep chasing the fancy new game while not sticking around with any game I play, and that's not a healthy thing with video game. I feel like I don't have a lot of bonding with most of the game I play, 10 to 20 hours with it tops, and then just throw it away. So I come to realization that I probably just need to admit that I only like maybe StarCraft 2 and Halo Infinite. I probably just need to stick with them, and I shouldn't feel guilty about sticking around with these 2 games and just playing with them. And the next reason is that I realized maybe video game is not something I should be focused on nowadays. Even though I'm making video games content on this channel, playing video games really cannot be the biggest part of my life at this stage at least. And I realized that maybe I don't enjoy gaming that much, at least not over some other hobbies like making video and doing all this nerdy stuff. So I probably just need to learn to accept that video game is not even my favorite thing to do, which is sad, I know, but it is the truth. Even though I canceled Xbox Game Pass, there are games that I'm really looking forward to play later this year, including Ninja Gaiden 4. For Ninja Gaiden 4, I probably just gonna buy it because this is the franchise I really like. I'm gonna buy it anyway, no matter it's on Xbox Game Pass or not. And I'm still gonna play the new Call of Duty anyway, even though many people hate it, but I still want to try it. For Call of Duty, I think the best way is just get the subscription and just play it for a couple months and leave it that way. It's much cheaper than buying the game anyway. I really don't think it's worth it to pay for Call of Duty nowadays. But beside all this stuff, I also do have some concern about the future of Xbox Game Pass, mainly related to Microsoft's huge layoff happened recently, and I heard a lot of frustration inside the Xbox studio. So when they promised they are working on 40 new games that will come to Xbox Game Pass, I really doubt that. For example, the next Halo games, there are some rumor that they're dealing with this Unreal Engine now, and it's not so smooth so far. The only thing we know kind of for sure is that it's gonna be a Halo 1 remake, but we don't have much more information other than that. So to summarize, I did cancel my Xbox Game Pass subscription, but it doesn't mean that I don't like it or it's a bad service. It just, for me personally, I don't find it to be very valuable for me anymore, and I really need to change the way I treat gaming nowadays, and I cannot keep chasing this fancy new releases. I need to really know what game I want to play and just stick with them, be really selective of what game I decide to purchase. That's it for the video. Let me know how you feel about Xbox Game Pass. Do you agree with my opinion or not? Please share in the comment section down below. If you like this new format of content, please let me know too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.